been enjoying your time so far here in Columbus?
We're not your friends.
Right.
What?
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Boy, you never break character, do you?
We've been enjoying ourselves so far. It's been great.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. So, well, what I'd love to do is, I just got a couple of things I want to throw on out, then I'll turn it over to their questions. And the main thing, really, for me is there's so much going on in this show, so much blocking, so much choreography, and that means probably a lot of a fog of war, shall we say, that going on during the filming throughout the show. So for each of you, what was the craziest day you had on the Cobra Kai set?
They were all easy.
Well, great. Never mind.
I'd say for me there was a day where I had to have blue hair in the morning. Then I had to leave set, get my hair dyed to red, do a scene with a red mohawk, and then at the end of the day, I had to do the scene with my mom where I was crying, and I had to wear a wig that looked like my normal, just regular white guy hair. And I'd say that was the craziest hair day I've definitely had.
And you've had your character's gone through a lot of hair days.
Yeah, a ton of hair days. So that was definitely a wild one.
I think the hardest day was fighting Billy, because Billy is so fast. It was season 3, and we all went through with Ralph, and I went through the window, you know, in that whole fight sequence where, you know, I fight Billy in the back, and then he is so fast, so much faster than me, I couldn't adapt to the cues because he's really fast. And I knew the choreography, but he gets fast, you know, and I had to bring the stunt guy in to do it, and he did it. Then we moved through the corridor, and it was easier, but it was still tough because he's fast. Then we get out into the dojo, and we're throwing each other all over the place, and then he's beating me, and it was very difficult because I was trying to stay with the cues. Then he goes after his son. Then I start beating on him, and he's helpless. So it was good because I didn't have to worry about any cues. I could just keep beating him. And then all of a sudden, Ralph comes in and throws me off Billy. And then I'm fighting with Ralph. And then we end up careening through the glass window. And it was a very long day. A lot of blood dripping all over the body. But it was a good scene.
It was, absolutely.
I think for me, there's been so many, it's so hard to choose, but the night that we did the prom fight, the post-prom, we're at the house party, we basically filmed that all night until the sun was rising, and it was freezing out, and we had to go into the pool while it was practically snowing. It was just an intense night to be fighting and moving.
Yeah, you get jumped up, and you know you get all pumped up and sweaty from doing the multiple takes. Then you got to jump in an ice cold pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, that was a fun night though. You killed it. The hardest night recently has been this Sekai Taikai brawl. That was, I mean, I want to say, almost 200 people fighting at the same time. And that many moving pieces, and you got to think there's a camera person, a boom operator, you know, all the folk that have to, you know, get in between the camera. It was so rewarding, and we did that those last 15 minutes of the brawl, that was one day.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It felt like a lifetime.
I mean, yeah, the talking, all of it was a course of 4 days, but no, this last brawl was all one day, so that was pretty tough, but y'all made it through it.
Yeah. The Sekai Taikai was fun because everyone that was there in the background is like a sensei or a fighter of some kind. So people came from dojos all across the country. So it was really fun to meet real fighters.
Oh, wow, very nice. What, for each of you, what's been the best thing to come out of this gig?
I mean, this has changed our lives. I mean, I couldn't imagine, I mean, my life wouldn't be anything the same without this show. I'm so appreciative. I wouldn't be an actor if it wasn't for this. And, you know, Marty, Billy, Ralph, all of the adults on the show that ushered in us really, like, helped us reach for the stars. And I think that'll be the biggest change is hopefully working with these folk again.
I think the greatest credit to them is they're all in New York now. And they're actually, seeking to be on stage and do plays. And after you do a TV series, and I'm a veteran of that, I started in New York and then came to California. It is so much to their credit to want to go from a classy show like Cobra Kai, where the material is good. You get on TV series, sometimes they're just fighting and, it's just physical action and all. But this show is written well. So now they're going from really well-written TV, to their credit, to go and do theater, And I personally think that's brilliant and ballsy, and it's the kind of thing John Kreese would do if I was 40 years younger. But all the credit to you. When you all told me you were going to do that, and you're doing it now, I thought that was,
Well,
just
Sensei, you're
wonderful.
prepping for a movie right now.
Yeah,
You don't stop. Has that been announced?
yeah.
Okay, I'm really excited for this movie. Does anyone play pickleball? He's doing the pickleball movie with Ben Stiller. Yeah, I am so excited. And he's been prepping for that.
It's a comedy, and it's funny. Ben Stiller, Mary Steenburgen, Ed Harris, and I leave tonight to go back to LA. But, just to work with those people is fun. But the work with them was heaven for a long time, and now they're all going to do theater, which I will come and watch whatever play you do, even if you don't get paid.
That's very nice of you, Marty. Thank you.
They warned us about that.
Yeah.
They said you'll lose money, but it's fun.
Yeah, you lose money. I'm losing money in this pickleball movie.
But hey, it's for pickleball. So, Jacob, what's the best thing come out of this?
Oh man, I think one of my favorite things that has come out of this is just as lame as it sounds, like the friends I got to make on this show, like getting to be roommates with Sholo and Peyton, and hang out with Gianni all the time, and Mary and Tanner, and Billy comes over and sleeps on our couch. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say the best thing is just obviously career-wise, as Sholo was saying, like this is an amazing blessing for our careers, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'm very lucky that everyone on the cast was super cool, and I can call very close friends.
Aw, you like us?
No, not you.
Thank you. And the pooch. Does he have any comment on this?
Yeah.
He says no comment.
No comment's a comment.
Oh, absolutely fair. All right, before I jump on out here, on behalf of myself and this whole audience, I just want to thank you all. And the reason is, first and foremost, this show is the blueprint that I wish more people on the creative side in the entertainment business would take on to, about how to extend and continue an IP franchise. It has absolutely had nothing but utmost respect for the past, and absolutely not afraid of embracing a new future. And you have all been such a wonderful part of this, so I thank you all for your talents, I thank you for your professionalism, and I thank you all for the performances you've brought to these roles.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you.
All right, so let's go ahead and see what our audience has to say. And this young lady was first, so I'll just come to you. It's all good. Hey, no problem. All right, you want to cue it up? And if anybody wants to get into a line right here, we'll go ahead. Okay, what's your name?
Kimmy. Hi, I just wanted to ask, what was your favorite part about being on Cobra Kai? Or like, what is one of your favorite memories you would take away from the show?
One of my favorite memories, we all got together during, I want to say it was season 4 for the second All Valley that Hawk won. And we filmed some different alternate endings. And I remember there was an ending where Tory is like raising her victory trophy, and Hawk comes from behind and just tackles her, and we were having a great time. I know that we were all standing around for a lot of that tournament, so any moment to goof off was real fun. But I got to film some real cool Super 8, my first time ever shooting, and that was a good memory.
My favorite
Question.
memory is when we were at that tournament. We did have to stand around a lot, and Shola's feet were hurting, and we started doing another take of Tanner and I's fight, and Shola threw his hands up and was like, "What are we doing here? We're doing another take? What is this? Oh my God, my feet are hurting. Come on, move on." That was probably like, that was one of my favorite moments. And Tanner just started crying. It was like, I'm trying. He couldn't get this kip up thing. But that was a fun time.
But you all fought really well in that. I mean, if anybody's Terry, Thomas Ian Griffith and I standing on the side, we didn't fight. We just watched you, and our back was killing us day after day after day.
So was Sholo's.
But you brought it this season.
Yeah, I was in motion because I had the Unjando,
My favorite moment was at the All Valley, looking over and seeing Marty with his phone out, smiling, recording me fighting like a proud dad.
Yes, I did.
That made my heart melt. I was like, Marty, you care? And he's like, I'm so proud of you, Tory. Because he only calls me Tory. I don't think he's ever called me Peyton.
Yeah, I have Tory written across to the tattoo. Yeah. No, because when I met, John Kreese likes female warriors. He likes strong people, And when I met Peyton, she wasn't a martial artist, and then all of a sudden she evolved into this absolute brilliant, female warrior, and I was always impressed. I've told you this a dozen times, and I was very impressed that she gravitated to being, Sholo and Jacob were always on it. They just had it, and Tanner always had it, But
Peyton had to find
she
it.
jumped right in, and became as good a martial artist as they were. So I was very impressed with that, I loved it,
Love you.
That was a great question to start us off with. Thank you so very much.
Thanks, Kimmy.
Hi, what's your name?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Great cosplay, by the way. Brooklyn, what you got for us?
So back in the earlier seasons, if you had to pick, would you be a part of Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do?
Cobra Kai.
You said that too quickly.
I'm gonna double Hawk's answer here and say Cobra Kai.
I think it's the first time you've ever actually called me Hawk.
We're here up on stage.
I'm going to triple Miguel's answer and say Cobra Kai. But I think I'm Miyagi-Do now.
Boo.
What about you, Brooklyn? What are you?
Cobra Kai.
Nice.
Well, then you get two. All right, there you go. You get two for that. Hey, what's your name?
Jackson,
Hey, Jackson, what you got?
what is the most unique scene that you guys have filmed?
Ooh, cool question.
I mean,
Unique.
yo, this is gonna be totally cheating, but Marty, what was it like to film in the cave with young Johnny and then, Johnny today and all of that, having to take down
was
your
unique.
protege? That seemed like a super unique scene this late on.
Yeah, very astute. It was. You're in the cave. It's 12 degrees outside. And you're fighting on rocks, and you get, Billy's always been better than I have. And now I got to choke him out, and he's been such a pain in the ass for so many episodes. And now I get to really win, and it was good. The dialogue was really good. That's why I liked it. It was very spiritual dialogue, and it was very well written. And then all of a sudden, the young people are saying, you, Barrett, and young Johnny, they're saying the dialogue that you'd like to say, and it was great. It's very, very spiritual, very astute, because it was a very spiritual morning. Going after the snake was a whole other thing, but, that was a very spiritual morning.
Yeah, what's a unique scene for you?
I've never gotten the chance to spit on anyone before. Until, shout out Bo Mitchell. I got to spit on him. Not actually, on a little mat that had his head on it. An assumed spit on
That
Bo.
wasn't a scripted spit.
It wasn't. Yeah, just in the moment, I was just like, I would spit right now. I would spit on
What
him.
about beating that?
Yeah.
That was the best. Beating that piece of meat. What is it?
Yeah. I remember walking on. They built a little platform so they could, have the camera be low and shoot high up on me beating Brooks. And I remember I finished that scene and I'm walking off set and Marty was there by Video Village and he was just like, young Hawk, that was amazing. I loved that. And I remember it was one of the first compliments I ever got from Marty, and I was like, oh, all right, thank you.
Great question.
Yeah, thank you.
Very much. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, I'm Brandon. I know some of the cast plays Magic the Gathering. I want to know who all plays and where we can watch you play your stuff.
Peyton streams herself playing every Friday night on her burner TikTok.
No, I just watch them play endlessly for hours and hours on end. And I still don't understand. They've tried to teach me.
Jacob and I play Magic. We have a couple of episodes of game nights out. Our friends over at the Command Zone make some Magic episodes. But Jacob, actually, if you're into trading card games, has a YouTube channel called 3 Floating, where he gets into Flesh and Blood. It's a kind of a newer, up-and-coming trading card game. It's pretty cool. So if you want to watch that, there's that.
Cool. Great one. Thank you. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Preston. What was your guys' favorite fight scene to film during the series?
Oh.
All I can think of is my least favorite. I think my favorite was the season 4 All Valley tournament, the Sam versus Tory fight. That was really fun to do.
Because you win.
Oh yeah. Except it wasn't real. Silver paid off the ref.
My favorite is the season 2, episode 10, School Fight Oneer. That's definitely my favorite. That was the first time where I got to do Hawk, like the unhinged version of him, and I love doing that.
What about you, young Kreese?
Favorite fight? Well, going through the window was good. But I actually liked the opening when you first met my character. He has that one line of dialogue, the real story's only just begun. I just love that line. So, it accompanied fighting Billy and throwing the cigar. And it was an interesting way to introduce the character. And it still remains one of my favorite scenes of all time. Just with a little bit of, Ennio Morricone Italian music and the shadow of me coming through. It's the kind of entrance you want to make, ever, in anything,
Especially since they said your character was dead, so we really didn't think we were going to see you. So when you popped up, that was like, ah! Yeah. Yeah, we all gagged.
John Kreese is a vampire. He lives forever.
Great question, bro.
What's your favorite fight scene?
Probably the season 2 brawl fight.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm JoJo. Hey, y'all. How are you most and least like your characters?
Think you got him on that one.
Yeah, can y'all say mine, please?
Oh yeah.
Jacob's spontaneity is definitely in Eli. His ability to just be the most free person in the room is definitely Jacob. And Peyton has this really serious
This
face.
hidden rage.
Yeah, she has this real serious face that is hers. That actually, you know what? I take that back. You're like a chameleon on set. You like get into the zone, but you're both so damn hardworking.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's nice.
What about me, y'all?
Sholo and Miguel have the same butt. They make the same noises when you tickle them.
Okay, weirdo.
So moving on to our next question.
He's He's like, I feel like when he gets like super positive and like and when he's really happy and like that golden retriever energy that Shola and Miguel has, like I feel like it's like the sweetest energy in the world and it's super contagious.
Thank you.
And the butts are the same, yeah.
Well, there's a dark side to Martin Kove, and then there's a vulnerable side.
We were supposed to say each other, Sensei.
Oh, each other? Oh, okay.
Back to me.
Forget about it. Just forget everything I just said. Yeah, forget it. God damn it.
Marty and Kreese both have the same passion, the same burning passion for life. Both
commitment.
Yeah.
And a lot of the lines are just coming from Marty that are Kreese's lines. He just
I will
ad-libs them,
kill you.
and then they say it. Their hatred for silver. I don't know where the line ends on that one.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, we all know Silver's going to get his comeuppance one way or another. But I won't tell you what happens. But you'll love it. Trust me.
Thanks, JoJo.
That question took us places I did not expect. Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Christian. I'd like to revisit the beetle butt.
What's your name?
No, seriously. Everybody's watched the show and seen the development over the years, and I would like for you guys to talk about what it was like growing up on the show. The developments that you went through, the younger perspective versus the older perspective. What was it like experiencing everything that you experienced over the development of the show, from the very beginnings, the webisodes, and then being picked up and streaming on?
It felt mainly the same, I gotta be honest. What I tend to remember most is the memories on set, and I think obviously like the interaction with folk like yourselves and these opportunities of getting to come to cons and speak to massive amounts of people, that has definitely changed since we've kind of hopped on board to the Netflix. But I mean, y'all have always given this show some real strong, like, passionate love, and that was felt from the beginning. The thing that's changed now is that we just got to make it bigger and better. Like we just want to push ourselves and be the best versions. But I'm so glad that we have this crew and like the cast and crew, because I don't think it could have been done with any other cast and crew. Like it's hard to get 6 seasons done of a show, and even for like Marty and the rest of the folk, it's been 6 seasons and movies. Like it's been a long journey. So
interesting thing that I discovered at the very beginning of doing the series was how much the crew really liked being there. The crew, who they knew the movies and they were moved by the movies, and most of them were in their 40s, the different crew members, and it was real interesting to see how happy they were to be part of this scenario. The continuation of the legend continues. And I was always touched by that, because you don't see that. In Hollywood, you don't see that. It's always like, it's work. But in this case, these people were very happy, whether they were props or catering or whatever. They just were so happy to be part of this project. And I think that's the legacy of the original script. The original script was so good and meant so much to so many people. Whether you were bullied or a fish out of water, or you had a romance that didn't work. Karate Kid 1 rang a lot of bells for a lot of people, and now it still does, And you guys will carry it through, because John Kreese is, getting a job in a, probably a toy store somewhere.
Yeah, 35 years later, Sam and Tory's kids are beefing.
All right, thank you. Took us some interesting places. Cool. Hi, what's your name?
Reese. Hi, Reese. What do you have? So for the whole cast, what's your talent that the whole cast doesn't know about? Your hidden talent.
What was that one? Hidden talent.
Do we have a hidden talent? Oh, ourselves?
Yes.
All of his talents are public.
I like crying. I actually like, when I cry at supermarket openings, I just like real emotional situations, and you would never think that my character would do that, or a big macho person who's done the Rambos and all that would get off on that. But I do. I like really emotional situations more than I like the tough situations, the ruffians. So that's my little secret,
What's your crying song? Your song to cry to?
What makes me cry?
Do you have a song?
Oh, a song. Yeah, what makes me cry a lot? That sound, I don't know if you all remember Casablanca, the movie Casablanca. And, as time goes by, that song. And I just watched it last week, and I was by myself, and just, wham! I just cried and cried. And I've seen the movie God knows how many times. But you sit there and you just, deep down inside, Martin Kove is in love with love. He's not in love with violence, So when you see Casablanca and it's all about love, it's a gas. It's all about what you're about, That's it. That's enough revealing.
I have a weird, knack for memorizing song lyrics. I have a lot of song lyrics in my head for some reason.
Jacob plays guitar really well. And I like to make candles.
Really?
That's about it. I don't know if I'm talented at it, though.
Regular
I think
or
they
scented?
smell nice.
Regular or scented candles?
Scented.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fun question.
So
Thank
maybe,
you.
My new gig after this show.
Hi, what's your name?
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. What do you have?
So we've seen Mo. So my question is, do any of the others have pets? And if so, were any of them ever allowed on set?
Ooh,
Great
Mo's
question.
the only one allowed on set. He runs it.
We
Mary
let
has a
Stingray
dog.
on.
Mary.
Stingray's allowed on set, We have to have a big leash.
What? I have 3 dogs at home. 3 smaller dogs, 3 rescues. Peyton's got a litter at home.
Yeah, my mom runs a dog rescue. So there's so many dogs. Always.
Shout out California
But
Doodle
yeah,
Rescue.
Mary has a little Cocker Spaniel named Lady who comes to set.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
not what it is.
What?
It's a king something.
King's Cavalier.
King Charles Cavalier. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, get wrecked.
Sorry, Lady. And then Vanessa Rubio, who plays
Pinky.
who plays Sholo's mom.
Pitbull? Or no, what is it?
Yeah, she has a pit bull, Pinky.
Yeah.
Who's getting really old, so she'll push her around everywhere. It's really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, all of our crew is real kind about letting our dogs come on set and hang out. And luckily, the dogs are pretty well trained, especially Mo.
Do you have any animals?
I do. I have 5 cats and 2 dogs.
Nice.
Wow.
Animal lover.
Well, here, take 2 for taking care of that many critters you deserve.
All right. Have a great one, okay?
We are just about at time, so I think this is probably our last question. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Mike. Quick question. If you could go back in time and take on any role, or maybe they reboot something, what is your dream role?
When I was a kid, one of my favorite movies was Heat.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think getting to play any role in Heat.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer's role in Heat would be sick, or Tom Sizemore, or whatever.
Michael
would be
Mann is
sick.
doing a sequel to Heat. He's writing. He just completed the script.
Dude, wait a couple years to when I look 30. I will be in it.
So you could try to get in the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Any other
What's your favorite
dream role?
I don't know if I have a specific character in mind. Do you guys?
Reboot? I mean, I really like Speed Racer. I thought that movie was really, really cool. The CGI, everything going on with that movie when it came out I was a big fan of it. And Men in Black also was one of the franchises that I remember watching on repeat.
Now, would you want to be Speed or would you want to be Racer X?
I mean, Speed. Come on. Hey, but Racer X, my name's Sholo, so maybe, I don't know. Put on a mask. Yeah, there we go. I'm not too sure. I'm already Racer X, so yeah, I got to be Speed.
There you go.
I think there's a couple. I really like, the macho, the obvious, the John Wayne in The Searchers. I really like that character. I kind of modeled John Kreese after that character of Ethan Edwards in The Searchers. But there's a couple of others. I really love the versatility of Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca. Rick's Cafe and the Germans and he's such an underdog, and then he proves himself at the end. And of course, I love the movie The Wild Bunch, which is my favorite Western, and the William Holden character there, it's just wonderful. There are so many movies that, Jack Nicholson, God knows how many things, Witches of Eastwick, where he's playing the devil. God knows how much fun that would be to act your ass off on that, Be great,
Great question.
Good question.
Thank you so very much. So, before we go, does anybody have any upcoming projects you may be allowed to share with us?
I have season 2 of School Spirits coming out in the new year. So, yeah, so I'm excited for that. Yeah. Part 3 of Cobra Kai is coming soon.
Yeah.
Pickleball,
yeah.
Right. We got pickleball. Jacob and I got a podcast,
Yes.
Lone Lobos podcast. And I got an EP coming out too. It's already, actually, I take it back. It's already out. It's called The Scarab Tapes. So that's it. That's all I got.
All right, that works, absolutely. And one final question. Would you like to take a picture with our audience before we go?
Please!
All righty. All right, friends, here we do. You want to come up towards the stage? Not on the stage. Come up towards the stage. Now, here's the thing. If you want to be in the picture, you want to be inside of this speaker here, and you want to be on the inside of this speaker here. Now, your cameras get all the way to the back, so go ahead and fill in the rows and all that fun stuff.